Alrighty, so before the break, we learned about the next generation of Southern Delaware's upcoming chow down for charity. Lots of fun, lots of food, and all for a great cause.
And as you heard, there will be a little friendly culinary competition. So we're excited to have one of the chefs taking part in the challenge with us today to give us a sneak peek of what to expect. Danny Somoza is from Bethany Blues Barbecue Restaurant in Dewey Beach. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here.
So what are we making?
We're gonna make a flounder today, Pincer flounder with garlic wine tomato sauce.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty easy to make.
Okay, so what's in it, first of all?
So we have cherry tomatoes, arugula, onions, garlic, and butter.
That's
and
it?
basil, yep.
Okay,
and
so
wine.
And wine.
Don't forget the wine.
Don't forget
Never
the wine,
forget the
Danielle.
wine.
Come on now. Well, okay,
all right, so put us to work.
All
what
right,
are
so
we
we're gonna start with, you can start chop the basil. We're gonna
Chopping
put
the basil?
Yeah, we're gonna put the,
What's that?
that's the wine. It's gonna go there.
Okay.
Then we're gonna put the onions on it.
And this is, you're going to make the sauce
That's
in
the
that pan,
sauce. Yeah.
okay?
And then we gotta make sure we put the fish on it.
Oh, you're
And
going to let me
just
do it. Yeah, Jimmy can't do all the work.
I can do fish.
Well, maybe he can.
You're okay with that, are you?
I'm okay
Great.
with that. I'll
Wonderful.
eat, though. Okay, just drop it in there like
just
that?
drop it in there. Right?
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So this competition, tell us a little bit about, are you excited?
I am, this is my first time doing it, I hope everything goes well.
Yeah.
I know there are good chefs going to be there, so,
Yeah.
I'm looking for.
But you're going to win, right?
I hope so.
Just saying it in face.
So how do you prepare for something like this?
You basically, it's almost like what you do at the restaurant, You have to make sure to start from the, from the beginning to the end.
Right.
Which the, fish or anything you're making have to be good.
So every day's a competition for you,
It's
if
basically,
you really think about
Look at
it.
that way. So what do I do with the basil? Chop the basil.
Chop the basil, you can just throw in the pan.
Go in the pan.
Okay. And now I'm cooking the flounder here. How?
We got to make sure it stays on the oil so that's on the stick.
Oh, okay. Sometimes the oil goes off to the
Yeah.
side. That gets a little frustrating. Yeah. Okay.
So good
Then
point. Make
after
sure it
that,
stays in order.
you chop the tomatoes and we can drop them in.
Just in half?
Yep, just in half.
I can do that. And you know what?
Without chopping off a
On
finger?
a good day,
No fingers on
you
it.
won't have any fingers in there either.
And you're putting a little bit of lemon juice
Yeah, a
in
little
there.
lemon juice in there.
I
And
like that.
That's good for fish. You always want to use that citrus in the fish.
Now it's interesting that you put the wine in and then put the onions in, because I'm always used to seeing oil when you saute
Yeah,
onions.
you start with the wine so it like cook down a little bit, so you get all the sweetness from the wine, and then you get the sweetness from the onions and all the vegetables on it.
Okay, all right. So it looks like our flounder is starting to cook up in the oil here. So about how long do you think it would take to
Probably
cook
gonna
it?
go like, 1 minute and a half one side, and you flip it the other side, a minute and a half, and you let it rest for a little bit.
All right.
It's about like 4 minutes.
Okay, well, while that's going and he's chopping, I will let you know there are several ways you can get the shopping list and instructions on how to make this recipe. You can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 1729 North Salisbury Boulevard, Salisbury, Maryland, 21801. You can also go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab, or call us at 443-880-9116. Make sure you let us know you want flounder, garlic, wine, tomato sauce. Ready to flip it over? Okay.
And just to let you know, I successfully made one tomato two several times.
How about that?
And wash your fingers.
Okay, so then you're
Now
gonna
we're
let
just gonna mix this. We're gonna throw the arugula salad on it.
Okay,
You're just gonna mix it.
there you go. Just mix it around there. And about how long will that take?
This is gonna be ready in like a minute.
A minute
It's
or
not
so?
gonna, yeah.
Now, one thing I noticed is you rolled the flounder up into like a roll.
Yeah, that's just presentation. You can do whatever you want at your house.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just for presentation.
Okay. All right. So this is we're gonna let this cook a little bit, because it does take a few minutes to cook. So through the magic of television, we actually have, ta-da!
Take a look at this.
A finished product.
This is
Isn't it
absolutely
gorgeous?
Gorgeous.
And I'm going to grab the forks here so that Jimmy and I can taste it.
Thank you.
All right. We'll make sure this doesn't cook while we're tasting it. All right. Mind if I do?
Can you
You
reach
go ahead
it?
and go. I
can
Oh,
reach
darn,
it.
you can. Here I was
Oh,
thinking,
that smells good.
if I set this far enough away, I might actually get it to myself, but I guess not. All right. And?
That is
Oh, my
so good.
That is good.
That is so good. And one of the dishes that you could probably, you're going to find at the Chow Down for Charity, Friday, February 7th, 6 and 9 p.m. at the Clubhouse at Baywood Greens in Millsboro. If you want more information, delmarvalife.com. Tickets are still available.
I'm eating some more of that.
Yeah, that is so good.
sure.
I
Daniel,
think
thank you.
my vote's for
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Once our bellies are full, How about sitting back and tapping your toes to some traditional bluegrass music? We can't wait for the band Flatland Drive to take the Delmarva Life stage.
A little bit later on, there are a lot of cats and dogs on Delmarva that cannot wait to find somebody to walk in and change their life. We're going to connect you with some of them that are still looking for their forever home. But first, we want you to be part of our studio audience. Come in here and smell what we're smelling. Book your seat by visiting DelmarvaLife.com and clicking on the show tab. You'll find there on the right side of the page the ticket tab under For Our Audience. You can even do it easier than that. 443-880-9116. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.